And the players exchanging a few friendly words prior to tip-off, the getting-to-know-you stage of the proceedings. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And brought to you by State Farm, a chance here to look at the starting lineups. First for the Lakers, and in the backcourt, Nash and Kobe. And at center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then there's world peace, and it's Gasol at the 4 slot. And for the Rockets, Jeremy Lin and Kevin Martin manning the back. And inside at center from Turkey, one of the best defending big men in the game, 7-footer Omar Asik. Then there's Chandler Parsons, and it's Patterson in at the power forward.
You know, the Lakers weren't quite as dominant as they were in 2010-11, but it wasn't because of how they played against the West. They really did a nice job against their conference rivals.
32-16 was their end mark of the season against the West. The Lakers certainly showed they can play with every team that was a contender out there, and they were tough, but it just at the end, it just did not come together.
Well, nonetheless, winning 2 out of every 3 games you play in conference action is a good recipe for finishing near the top of the standings. The Lakers would have loved to have been that #1 seed, but they didn't get it. It wasn't because of how they played in the West.
It was, I think, that they were the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, as it turned out. Martin, guarded by Kobe. Martin. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Kobe, no luck.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions yet.
Outside, Lin, Asik. Sinks that one from the post.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen. Well, Asik wasn't the biggest name on the free agent market, but he was an intriguing one with the way he played for the Bulls last year. It was enough for the Rockets, and they signed him to a pretty hefty deal.
Here's Parsons. Feeds it to Martin. Baseline jumper, and that's good for 2.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
Well, Asik wasn't the biggest free agent name on the market last summer, guys, but he will have a huge impact for the Rockets. One of the best defensive centers in the game. I don't think he's a 40-minute-a-night guy, but he can make a huge impact playing 20, 25 minutes, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Lin with it, guarded now by Nash. Here's Patterson, and Gasol sends it back. And it's the Lakers on the break. World peace, defended by Lin. Here's Nash. The baseline jumper goes down. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Lin. They set the pick. Martin up top. Good luck. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Martin's got his 2nd basket. Houston on D. Now it's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at it. Look at that face. Uh-oh.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Lin with it. Martin up top. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Martin's got 7. Lakers trailed by 7. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nash kicks to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Kobe's got his first points of the game.
That's how you exploit that defense. Take the ball right to the basket.
Here's Martin. He dishes it to a Sheik. Back to Patterson. Good.
Boy, fast start here. Their offense has been very impressive.
Yeah, they're making their own luck, Mark, really playing with a purpose offensively.
Now here's Nash. Outside, Kobe. Inside to Gasol. It's rebounded by a Sheik. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Lynn. Shot is off. Great D that time from Nash.
I'm not sure anybody had a more difficult job than Mike Brown last year. Obviously a big market with stars on its roster, but more importantly, replacing a legend and trying to change the offensive system. Remember, the Lakers ran the triangle for about a decade.
And here is Lynn following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. And Gasol sends it back. Kobe with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant. And Mike Brown changing that offensive system. Triangle, kind of an equal opportunity offense in a system where everyone touches the ball. But in Coach Brown's system, Steve, much more responsibility really put on the point guard.
And that's why I think the addition of Steve Nash will help so much, Kevin. Nash is used to having the ball in his hands all the time, directing traffic, really creating plays. And so the Lakers will be able to rely on Nash to set the table. I thought a season ago they were really struggling offensively as a team, trying to figure out where they were going to score and how they were going to attack defenses.
Nash drives in, and a Sheik sends it back. And they get it back. That's good. Rockets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now here's Lynn. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Parsons. Patterson a screen on World Peace. And Parsons gets it to go.
Great screen there. It sprung him open, and he took advantage.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. The Lakers trail. Nash the pass to Gasol. And World Peace kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Kobe. Working on Martin. Kobe dishes to World Peace. Kobe the pass to World Peace. Over Martin. And meta World Peace again.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Monty Eunice is checked in for a Sheik.
And World Peace, of course, formerly known as Ron Artest, still one of the best defenders in the game, especially when he's guarding wing players with strength, because nobody is as strong as Artest. He uses that body well.
Yes, extremely strong and determined. And his unpredictability maybe brings even a little more as far as the intimidation factor goes. And stolen by Nash. World Peace on the wing. Jamison up on top. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Lakers lead by 3. The Rockets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks.
You know, Houston for the last several years has tried to get a star player on the roster, but it's so difficult to do. There's only about 10 of them in the entire league. But what they've done is they've put a lot of good players on the floor. They've built their asset base, and they're poised to make a deal when the right one comes their way.
Now here's Nash, following the miss by Kevin Martin. Here's Howard, and there's another one for the Lakers. Rockets trailed by 5. Left side, Martin. No good again that time. Really, if you don't have a top 10 player in the league, you just continue to gather talent, and that's what the Rockets have really done.
Yeah, and you call that stockpiling assets. If you aren't building around someone, then you get as many good assets as you can because they're always movable, and I think Houston has done a nice job with that. They're in a position to add pieces or either trade for additional pieces now.
Here's Jamison, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
Houston with a big group substitution here. White, he's checked in for Patterson. Delfino comes in for Chandler Parsons. Lamb, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Pau Gasol is checked in for Howard. Barnes comes in for Metta World Peace. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. Here's Douglas, gives him the lead pass.
Went for the two-hand throw down there, needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep. No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
And here's the Lakers. They're on a 19-6 run.
You know, Tony Douglas had the starting point guard role early last season for the Knicks, but just didn't run with it. He struggled with his shooting and his playmaking, so it became a season to forget for him on an individual basis as Jeremy Lin took his starting job.
No good from Gasol.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead. And Tony Douglas, I think you'd say Clark in his first 2 seasons in the league prior to last season had been a pleasant surprise. But, you know, as Steve just said, last season was really a struggle.
Yeah, the growth isn't always going to be a straight line north. A late first-rounder showed he could shoot the 3 and play tough defense, a little undersized when he has to play 2 guards. But he's still a guy that I think is going to be very productive going forward.
Here's Douglas following the bucket by the Lakers. The dish to White. That's good with a Douglas assist. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Now here's Barnes. Passes to Blake. Pass to Barnes. That's tipped. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. So for the Rockets, a Sheik comes in for Monty Eunice. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Tony Douglas. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Meeks. And here's Kobe from the arc. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Howard, good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
You know, they've really built the lead on their inside game and their ability to convert second chance opportunities, Kevin.
White against Jamison. And it's White missing. The Lakers shooting an impressive 60% early. Now Blake. The pass to Jamison. Backs in from the top of the key. Scooped up. And it's good. Terrific work on the offensive glass to make that one work. Jamison's got 7 points. 1:12 left in the first. Now here's Lamb. He's tightly guarded. And good on the basket. Book it.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
Blake kicks to Howard. Kicks it to Kobe. Over Lamb. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Jamison. And that's now 9 points for Kobe Bryant. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. He feeds it to Lamb. There's the triple. And another 3 for Houston. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Blake dishes to Jamison. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Blake. And that's now 11 points for Kobe Bryant.
This has all been about him this quarter. I mean, their lead is safe if he keeps up this kind of play.
The feed now to Delfino. Back to Lin. He passes to Lamb. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Lamb's got 7. And here's Kobe. He just barely beat the buzzer.
Unflappable. Wasn't rattled at all. I mean, he's the kind of guy you want taking those shots.
Yep, I agree with that. Pressure mounting, the crowd counting it down, and bang, he drains it.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers have started. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, I think it's accurate to call the Dwight Howard situation a saga, and it has, at least for the moment, calmed down. A trade to the Los Angeles Lakers has now thrust them squarely into the championship picture. First, the acquisition of star point guard Steve Nash, and now the best center in the league. The tough Western Conference just got tougher. Kevin?
The story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris. Rockets trailed by 5. White with it. Gasol covering. White the pass to Douglas. To the paint. Eunice. Fades. Again, the Rockets score.
It's been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
Now here's Gasol. Shoots over Eunice. No good from Gasol.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
No, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Nash outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries for the alley-oop. Gasol. Meeks can't hit.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. You know, big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
Now, here is World Peace. He has 5. Barnes kicks to World Peace. He kicks it to Meeks. Over Lamb. It's blocked. Here's Douglas. The shot is off. Great D that time from Nash. And Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers as far as recruiting Clark free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten assigned in free agency. No doubt about it, the Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gasol. Jamison comes in for Meta World Peace. Kobe's checked in for Meeks. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. Now here's Lin, looking for his first bucket of the game. Over Blake. The Rockets again can't hit.
Kevin McHale, just one of the funniest people you've ever met. And he has so many stories. That's why he was a good broadcaster. And I think that serves you well as a coach, too. You really need to keep the players entertained. It's such a long, grinding year. I'm sure he cracked a few jokes in that locker room.
Lin against Kobe. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Patterson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kobe against Lin. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And Steve, you mentioned Coach Kevin McHale and his great sense of humor. Such a great asset for a coach with all the ups and downs of a season.
Yeah, 82 games, Kevin. I mean, it's such a grind at times. You need somebody to lighten things up. You need a coach who can change things up and keep you off guard a little bit. So that sense of humor of McHale's really comes in handy.
Patterson. Yes. And a nice assist from Lynn.
Defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done.
Blake with it, defended by Lynn. Backing down is Bryant. Blake for three, and blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. White, he's checked in for the Rockets. Clock at 6. Blake dishes to Kobe. Over Martin. Up with it. Howard, good. Howard's got 6.
Well, he's an intimidating finisher around the basket, Kevin. The thing you have to do defensively is try to push him off the block, not let him get deep position. But that is easier said than done, that's for sure.
And Steve, you know what? He's powering through guys better now, playing through contact, but he's also starting to polish up his post move. So it's not just simply about him throwing it down, which he does with force and regularity. He's starting to add a little finesse to that power package, too.
Lakers leading by 5. Here's Kobe. 15 points in the game. Jamison the pass to Blake. Lobs it up there. Howard can't hit.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Lynn kicks to Martin. Gets it to go. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
Well done, finishing that one off.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, the Rockets just missed being part of the playoffs. Based on the record, the 9th seed in the West. That doesn't get anything but a number next to your name, really. And good luck for next year. They were in it, though, right until the end.
Carlos Delfino's checked in for the Rockets. Lamb comes in for Kevin Martin. Here's Blake. Feeds to Barnes. Poked away. 14 feet away. That's good. Barnes has got his second basket of the game. Going back to the Rockets, only 2 games back of Utah for that 8th and final conference playoff position. Steve, looked like they just kind of ran out of gas near the end of the year.
Well, they were right there down the stretch, Kevin, but Utah was a little bit stronger. I think injuries may have played a little bit of a factor as well for Houston, but this is a team that you expect to be in the mix year after year.
Lakers leading by 3. Blake with it. He dishes it to Kobe. Dishes it to Barnes. Back to Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Howard in the post. Patterson on him. Howard, good.
Boy, what a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean, get the ball deep and try to score from in tight rather than rely on their outside shooting. I mean, that's a more consistent way to score. Take it inside.
Lamb. Here's White. Up and in on the layup. White's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
The dish to Barnes. Pass to Blake. Outside, Jamison. Pass to Kobe. Back to Jamison. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Jamison. 17 points for Kobe Bryant.
Boy, what an amazing career Kobe Bryant has had. Last year, he was a close 2nd place in the league in scoring average, passing Shaquille O'Neal to become 5th all-time on the NBA NBA scoring list. And at 34 years of age, Kobe's got a chance to climb that leaderboard even further before it's all said and done.
Jamison dishes to Barnes. Lakers working the ball around now. Blake kicks to Barnes. There's the pass to Jamison. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. We're going back to Kobe. As he's gotten older, you see him working much more in the post and coming off screens. He's still, Clark, putting up great numbers. Finished second in scoring, in fact, last year. But he's still doing it a little bit differently than he did when he was a younger man.
Well, Kevin, he said he's not going to hang around past his prime, but he's doing everything he can to make adjustments to extend his prime.
Now here's Lynn. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. White. Back to Lynn. With the lead pass. Rises up and throws it down.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with two hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
The Lakers in the lead. Now Blake. Howard with a screen on Lynn. Blake passes to Howard. Jamison. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Jamison's got 4 points this quarter.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals given up right in the middle of the lane. Inexcusable.
Well, defense starts at the rim. I mean, you want teams shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monte Eunice comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Jamison no good on the free throw.
But you think about the Lakers a year ago, I think the thing that bothered them was they just never could win consistently on the road. They controlled their home court, but on the road it was a different story.
Douglas for 3. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. Jamison's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Nash, here we go. Over Lamb. The shot's good from Nash. Rockets trail by 6. And you look back at last season, and Steve was just touching on it, the Lakers just really had trouble when they left LA on the road. They just couldn't bring it together.
Kevin, they ended up with a 15-18 road record on the year. First time in about 5 seasons that they haven't had a winning record on the road.
And there's the 3-second violation. Houston making some changes. Ashik has checked in for White. Chandler Parsons comes in for Carlos Delfino. And it's Martin in for Lamb. And the Lakers also making a change. Matt Barnes has checked in for Antoine Jamison. Nash dishes to Meeks. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And World Peace backs down. He goes up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, one of the strongest players in the NBA, to me, has to be Metta World Peace, also known as the Artest, formerly known as Ron.
You like that, don't you, Clark? Huh?
Yeah, I like that play on words. I do like that play on words. But clearly, Ron, one of the strongest guys who have ever played.
No good on the second free throw. And for Metta World Peace, some have said the name is a little ironic when you look at that elbow he threw that caught James Harden right in the head late last season in Los Angeles.
Well, throughout his career, we know Metta World Peace, formerly Ron Artest, has been very erratic. His issues off the court well chronicled, and he's made progress. There's no denying that. But with anybody that's had issues, whatever the compulsive behavior is, there are flare-ups and relapses. And that's what we saw with Ron, unfortunately. He's done a lot of good things. He won the NBA Citizenship Award and deservedly so. So hopefully we won't see any more episodes like that James Harden elbow. That was hard to watch, Kevin.
Now here's Douglas after Metta World Peace's miss. Douglas kicks to Martin. Kicks it to Douglas. And the 3 ball is good. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
He can be dangerous from out there. As a matter of fact, he can be lethal. His first from the arc after having none in the first quarter. Keep an eye on it.
Nash kicks to World Peace. Backs him down. Oh, yes, the turnaround. World Peace has got 8 points.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Here's Douglas after Meta World Peace's bucket. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Asik. Asik's got his second bucket.
Well, that's what he does. He's going to fight and battle on the offensive glass all night.
Nash outside. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
And the Lakers making a change here. Lions checked in. .23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Nash against Douglas. Martin with the screen for Douglas. He feeds it to Martin. There's the three. That's good with a Douglas assist. 14 points for Martin.
That's going to be important for this team to fight over the top of screens defensively.
Yeah, you got to tag him and stay right close to him because with his touch, he doesn't need much space to get his shot off.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Your Rockets lead by 1. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to halftime, fans. A close game going on out in Houston. Plenty of hustle from the Rockets. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. For Kevin Martin, it's been way too easy against the Lakers. Shouldn't be a shock to anyone. We've seen him put up big numbers before. Not to be outdone, the Lakers also giving it their all. An excellent job of getting into the paint, piling up those second chance points. A solid performance by Dwight Howard. He's got 8 points and, as usual, a big factor on the glass. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He's got 17 points, and from long range, he's got a three-pointer to his credit as well.
Yeah, Clark, he's shown he can hit that shot. I think he could really make it a weapon for himself if he keeps at it.
Now, here is Martin. They get it back. Asik buries it down low. So it's the Lakers now. Nash kicks to Howard. World Peace. Lakers passing it around. Gasol backing down. And Nash, here we go. Outside for World Peace. For three. That's good. World Peace has got 11 points.
You cannot back that far off of a guy. I mean, I don't care who he is. These guys are pros. They all can shoot. D up.
Lynn with it. Guarded now by Nash. Martin against Kobe. Martin the pass to Parsons. Open look. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, Parsons was really a surprise coming out of Florida. Had a big impact his rookie season with Houston. Very reliable in a lot of areas. Can handle the ball, can knock down a long-range shot, and a better defender than you think as well.
That is what makes Parsons such an easy guy to send down on the floor. You know exactly what he's going to give you on offense and is very consistent. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Lynn kicks to Martin. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 7th assist in the game. The Lakers trail. Outside, Kobe. Back to Gasol. Outside, World Peace. World Peace gets the screen from Howard. Shot clock at 6. And World World Peace kicks to Nash. Lets it go from deep. Rockets with the rebound. Patterson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Parsons. Goes straight up. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
He spoke loud on making a statement that play.
Yeah, that was brute force battling for the offensive board, then taking it right back up there.
That's just all about strength and energy, guys.
And the Lakers with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. Nash dishes to Howard. Gets it to go. Howard's got 10 points.
That's 3 for 4 field goal shooting here in the third, so offensively, they're looking good. Well, Houston had an interesting season a year ago, Kevin, because remember they made that trade for Pau Gasol before the season started that was rescinded by the NBA. And then Kevin McHale, who was the first-year coach for the Rockets, he had to mend fences with the guys who were supposed to be involved in that deal, and he obviously did a nice job because the Rockets went on to have an excellent season. And they got exactly what they wanted right there. Really high percentage look.
Timeout called, the Lakers. And Houston for so long has had so many great centers, Steve. You're talking about that, you know, post players from Akeem Olajuwon to Yao Ming. They still seem, though, Clark, to be looking for that big man.
Well, the most important thing, Kevin, is that under Kevin McHale, the new coach, they can keep getting better as a team while they try to find that big man to bring in. This is, to me, what keeps this team fun to watch.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And here's Nash. Outside, Kobe. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Nash. Good. Nash has got 6 points.
That's grace over power, guys. With that finger roll, gets him 2 points. Impressive stuff.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And it's Martin missing. Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Well, what you love about Kevin Martin is just the efficiency offensively. He makes a lot of three-pointers, and he gets to the line at will. He's quick, and he develops angles on his drives where he draws a lot of contact, forcing the officials to call fouls.
Here's Lynn. Steve Nash making his last shot. Lynn against Nash. Lynn the pass to Martin. The feet to Patterson. Puts it up from 15. And that one's good. Patterson's got 12. And going back to what you said about Kevin Martin, Steve, 2 seasons ago, he was 3rd in the league in three-pointers made. And Clark, he was 1st in the league in free throws made. What in the world's happened to this guy?
Yeah, that's the most unusual combination you'll see statistically, I think, Kevin. You don't get fouled much when you're shooting from the outside, but he has a tremendous knack when he's healthy and at his best for getting into the paint and drawing fouls, too. Kevin, I think he's got to demand the ball. They need him to be more aggressive if they're going to take control of this game.
Rejected by Kobe. Gets it to go. Kobe's got 21.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Now here's Patterson. 12 points for him. Martin with the bucket.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Lakers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Here's Nash. He's got 8. Outside, Kobe. Inside to Gasol. Little turnaround. And there's another one for the Lakers. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Clark. I mean, this one could come down in the last few minutes the way it looks. That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Nash with the bucket.
You can't fault what he's been doing out there. Some really impressive shooting.
Now here's Lynn. Looking for his first bucket of the game. He passes to Parsons. Patterson defended by Gasol. And the shot is good. The Lakers in the lead. Outside, Kobe. A leaner. Rockets with the rebound.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Parsons. With the fadeaway. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got his 3rd rebound tonight. That's good from Howard, and the assist from Kobe. And that's 12 points for Howard. The Rockets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the 3rd. Some pretty nice work. Lynn with it, guarded now by Nash. And Patterson kicks to Parsons. And some nice passing there by Houston. 3-pointer, Martin feeds to Parsons. Makes the lead pass. Outside, Lynn. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Howard with the steal. Nash against Patterson. Nash drives in. And a Sheik sends it back. And here we go. Parsons heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Great finish there, Kevin. Took it strong to the cup.
Yeah, an aggressive 2-handed jam.
And that's the kind you like, especially in traffic. You got to make sure.
Lakers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started. And just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of, a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You'd think they could have done better with that deal.
Here's Martin following the basket by Dwight Howard.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
Here's Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
And when you play against him, guys, you know that it's going to be very tough to deny him if he gets in close. So you've got to body him. You can't let him get positioned down by the hoop. Otherwise, he'll just torture you down there.
And he's also a guy, Steve, whose confidence is not very easily shaken. That's an important quality to have. He'll miss a few shots in a row, but they're not going to cause him to doubt himself. Not in the least.
The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted. And I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls.
You know, nobody really knew how good the Rockets would be after the Yao Ming era ended, but last year was a good one for them. They were deep. They played around Luis Scola in the post. They had excellent guard play with Kyle Lowry and Goran Dragic. And this was a team that was tough to beat, especially in Houston. They controlled their home floor well.
Here's Delfino. Dishes it to Douglas. No good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
He dishes it to Blake. There's the dish to Barnes. Passes it to Blake. Pass to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. And it's good. Gasol's got 12 points in the game. And the Rockets would end up winning 2/3 of their home games, Steve, going 22-11. Just what you want to see from a team rebuilding, Clark. You know, as the core is being put back together, capturing whatever they can at home and then extending it from there.
Exactly. Defending home court, really important. We all know that. And a lot of changes this offseason. It'll be interesting to see how this new look roster stacks up.
Good.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Douglas kicks to Moniunas. The pass to White. 1:21 left in the third quarter. They get the rebound. Drops it in from 11 feet. He's got 14.
Beautiful possession. They found the open man.
Blake dishes to Jamison. Shoots over White. Again, the Lakers. Rockets trailed by 6. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Delfino. He's got 6. Kicks it to Douglas. 3-pointer. The shot misses.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Here's Meeks. White covering. Fires it up. Meeks, good. And it's an 8-point Laker lead. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, it sure does, Clark. And look at the assist totals. They're piling up. I mean, it's been a nice game execution-wise for this club.
Douglas can't hit.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Got it off in time. No good on that last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top. They're up by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Lakers leading by 8. And Nash, here we go, tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here for the Rockets. A Sheik has checked in for Patterson. And it's Martin in for Lamb. Nash outside. Jamison inside. He's against Martin. The jump hook. Jamison, no luck.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Rockets trailed by 8. Lynn with it. He feeds it to White. Back to Lynn. The feed to White. Over Jamison. And it's White missing. And for the Lakers, they're shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's 15 points for Jamison. Lynn with it. Guarded now by Nash. He kicks it to Delfino. Back to Lynn. Rocket 6. Over Nash. Nash with the block. Leads him in there.
Wow, look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. Now, here is Martin. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by World Peace. And it's the Lakers on the break. Out to Nash. Feeds it to Kobe. Lakers passing it around. Howard in the post. Working on a Sheik. And it's Howard finishing it off.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
Now here's Lynn. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Martin. Shoots over Kobe. The Rockets with another miss.
And a nice job there defensively, just getting a hand up enough to bother the shot.
Yeah, that was very nice. Impressive. It made it a much more difficult shot.
Here's Kobe. Nash with the screen on Martin. Kobe attacking. And again, it's the Lakers.
But you see the contrast here offensively. They're really starting to make that mid-range shot.
Yeah, and I love it. You know, just finding the gap and looking for a little airspace, a little room to get the shot off. They're doing a nice job.
So for the Rockets, Montejunas comes in for White, and Chandler Parsons in for Carlos Delfino. Pau Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. Barnes comes in for Meta World Peace. Here's Lynn. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Martin from outside. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 8th assist in the game. Lakers leading by 13. It's Nash with the drive. Here's Gasol. Here's Howard. Blocked. They shoot again. Back to Gasol. Gathers. No good from Howard.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Parsons guarded by Kobe. Vicious Montejunas. And he bangs it home with one hand.
2 hands for safety, 1 hand if you want major elevation.
That's right. That's right.
You know you can get up higher with 1 hand. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It really is true. I mean, you can extend better with 1.
Well, whatever he did,
It's real.
whatever it was, it definitely worked, Clark.
And Kobe gets it to go.
That's old school right there, and I like it. The fadeaway.
Now here's Lynn. He passes to Asik. He dishes it to Parsons. There's a screen. The dish to Moniunas. Over Gasol. And Moniunas the basket on the assist from Parsons.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Ooh, they better hustle. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Delfino's checked in. Lynn against Nash. Throws up the alley-oop. And Howard with the stuff.
I'm not sure if any play is going to top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another alley-oop jam.
Yep.
Even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one.
Here's Delfino. Passes it to Parsons. And there's the pass to Delfino. Five on the clock. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kobe's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nash with the screen on Martin. Kobe, the pass to Howard. Backing in. And Kobe, here we go. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. That one on Martin.
You know, I heard an interview with Kobe. They asked him when he knew he was special at basketball. And he said he scored 60 points in a game back when he was 6 years old. 60.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And Steve, Kobe obsessive about the game at a young age. Even at 6 years of age, he was already focused on developing his left hand. You know, his dad played in the NBA for such a long time, guided him along, grew up basically in Italy where his dad was coaching pro basketball. Clarkie was exposed to so much, but obviously from a very early age, he was very focused.
Well, Joe Jellybean Bryant, his dad, who played a long time in the NBA, 9+ years, and then another 7 in Europe or so. So he's been around the game and has grown up in what has been the family business for Kobe.
Kept alive.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. 17-point game. Now Delfino kicks to Parsons. Delfino, Asik. He's guarded by Howard. Asik kicks to Lynn. Pass to Martin. The tray. Kevin! The basket good off the assist from Lynn. 27 points for Martin.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yeah, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Howard setting the pick for Nash. Nash gets a screen from Howard. Nash drives in, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Exclamation point right there, guys. That was a strong throwdown finish.
It was, and a little extra face time as he eases off the iron.
Well, it's about self-preservation, guys. Sometimes that's the safest route. Make sure you don't have any bodies or feet or ankles below you, and then calmly let yourself down to the floor.
Here's Martin after the basket by the Lakers. That is good. Martin's got 8 points in the quarter. Lakers leading by 14. Lets it fly from 18. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And he cannot play any better than he is right now in this quarter, guys.
Lynn kicks to Asik. He feeds it to Delfino. And there's the feed to Parsons. 6 to shoot. Here's Martin. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Hey, watch Kobe!
Here's Kobe. Nash with the screen on Martin. Kobe dishes to Howard. Outside, Jamison. Offside, Gasol. Lakers passing it around. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Gasol. 35 points for Kobe Bryant.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
Lynn kicks to Martin. Launches it. Shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
Boy, they've been all over the glass. Big advantage in the rebound totals.
Yeah, that's really carried them in this one, guys. I mean, those one and dones have really set a nice tone and let them establish this lead. Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
Parsons' shot is off.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Jamison with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Jamison the pass to Gasol. Count it from 12. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Now here is Martin. Parsons dishes to Martin over Bryant. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist from Parsons. Parsons got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called the Lakers.
Chandler Parsons was really an amazing story last year, guys. Taken in the 2nd round out of the draft from Florida. But the Rockets got themselves a gem. Impressive player. Good all-around offensive skilled guy.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Carlos Delfino. Metta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 18. Here's Kobe. And the Lakers with another miss. And Chandler Parsons ended up starting over Chase Budinger. He's not as explosive as Chase athletically, but at 6'10", a very good ball handler and passer.
And, you know, sometimes when you're looking at that 4th or 5th starter, it's more important that he be a Velcro guy than an outstanding player statistically, just to make things go smoother and operate better with that unit. So he brings size and a good skill set, and he's got some versatility, which enhances the starting lineup.
No coverage that time. 36 points for Martin.
My goodness, it seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
Kobe with the bucket.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Lynn over Nash. Nice shot by Lynn.
You just can't let him get that close to the hoop.
Lakers leading by 17. Nash with it. He kicks to World Peace. Feeds it to Kobe. Back to World Peace. It's a look. Here's Howard and an emphatic dunk.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
Kevin Martin on the wing. Kobe with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got another fast break chance. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Kobe's got 39.
And all these turnovers have left their defense really vulnerable.
Yeah, no time to get set, Steve, and they've given up a lot of buckets that way.
Martin kicks to Lynn. Back to Martin. Shoots the 3.
Kevin
Yes!
Martin.
And a nice assist from Lynn. 39 points for Martin.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Kobe, the pass to Nash. 50 seconds left in the 4th. Back to Kobe. Over Martin. And Kobe Bryant again. Kobe's got 41.
Well, they are not exactly taking their foot off the gas just yet.
No, they want to throw a little bit of whipped cream and some cherry on top of this one.
And it's Martin missing.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic for him to miss that shot with such little defensive pressure.
World Peace. Outside for Kobe. From the arc. They get it again.
Kobe.
Back to world peace. Dishes to Gasol. And another shot. And finally they hit one.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers.
Al Gasol, shooting one.
Now Douglas. Here's Motiejunas. That's good with a Douglas assist. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Now it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.